Real ID wasn't created just to make driver's licenses more secure. It was created to standardize identification across the country and build a national identification system without a proper public debate. As Senator Lamar Alexander said on the U.S. Senate floor in 2005, "This really is a national identification card for the United States of America. We shouldn't be doing it without a full debate." Many states initially rejected Real ID due to privacy and states' rights concerns. Despite this, state DMVs worked with federal agencies to implement it anyway. This happened even when state leaders opposed the system. In December 2023, the American Association of Motor Vehicle Administrators testified that Real ID is being prepared for smartphones. This means remote, real-time government access to your digital ID. It could track and control travel, banking, healthcare, employment, and daily life. This framework mirrors the infrastructure used in China's social credit system, where access to services is controlled by a digital ID. The Real ID law states the Secretary of Homeland Security can expand its uses without Congress. This gives broad future power over how Real ID is applied. Imagine if Real ID had been fully digital during COVID-19. Access to work, worship, travel, or groceries could have been disconnected instantly. This shows the level of control the system enables. On September 11, 2025, Senator Rand Paul introduced a bill to repeal Real ID and restore state and personal sovereignty. In a letter to Senator Rand Paul, Citizens Council for Health Freedom and leaders from across the country are pushing for congressional hearings on repeal. This reflects growing concern over the federal ID system's implications. Recently, TSA announced a $45 fee for travelers without Real ID or approved ID. This fee pressures people to comply with a system that violates their rights under the Constitution. It's a coercive strong-arm tactic to enforce Real ID usage. You can still get a standard driver's license in most states. You can fly with a passport, passport card, or other TSA-approved ID. Under the Constitution, Real ID cannot be required to live freely in the United States. Real ID has never been about safety. It's about centralization, digital tracking, and control. Do you think there is nothing you could do? Neither did people in the UK, who were told with mere months' notice that they would be barred from employment until they submit to the UK's digital ID. Thanks to major and significant public pressure, they have withdrawn that requirement. The question is, will you comply or will you refuse? Learn more at the website on the screen.